What's up, y'all? So, World Boss Tocatl is going on. This is one of the OG original World Bosses that was released on original game, and you know, for Tyria, free to play. So if you decide to play this game free to play, you'll be able to level up and eventually make your way over to this level zone, and every day, you know, every few hours, you know, the event goes off and you can be able to do this world event here. So people are banding together, and there's a couple commanders, or you got a commander, Commander the Lady in Waiting, and Commander Vash the Stampede, fitting. And then there's a mentor, which you're not able to join, a mentor tag. Now, Guild Ward event, this is interesting. Being able to do the event as a guild, so that's the, you know, good reason to have, or like tag it as a guild or something. And that gives points for the guild or something. I'm still learning about all the guild stuff, and that's kind of the fun aspect of this game. There's a lot of different layers to it, and there's always something to learn or do with others.
Never capitulate.
Whoops.
I chose you.
Is the event active? I don't know what's going on right now. I kind of just ran up in here.
Look, in the water.
Brothers, sisters, ready
Okay,
yourselves.
yeah, it is happening now.
Tocatl is here.
Back to the turrets, now!
So there you go. This was the OG last world boss. That was the most difficult, you know, highest level boss to complete. And usually, you know, the achievement, and they had to adjust. You know, there's been a lot of, if you've been listening to the recent news, you know, people who have been, you know, having difficulties with the trouble. It's no different than back in the day when this game was released, and Tocatl was like extremely difficult, and they had to end up eventually over time nerf him a little bit and get it to where it was playable by all the different people. I didn't even see that coming. Oh, I saw that out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't jump in time. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Feel the fury. Serious. Hurts, doesn't it?
Just a little frostbite.
Whoops, that might not have been good. Oh, I didn't get my heal off in time. I got my bot, no worries. I'm still good. Jump? Oh, I didn't jump in time either. I did jump though, but you saw that it wasn't fast enough. Oh, this is one heck of a journey here. Get my bow out.
Seriously.
Endurance running low. Soften him.
Help me, please.
Oh, there it goes again. That was no bueno. I'm gonna step back a little bit, get some healing going. Help this guy up.
The dragon waits.
Got him to 84%. He still does some damage. He ain't no cakewalk. See, I'm still missing every single one of those jumps. Got one. There are two. There we go. This is like one of my first few times playing with the druid, and I'm still a noob when it comes to druid. I don't have like really solid rotations or like any I mean, just even the build is kind of, I'm working with what it is. Good they got him up. There we go. So that's where we got him to a point of Yep.
We heal as one.
Two pairs of comfort.
We heal as one.
Replenish it.
northern. Northern is this way.
Feel the fury. Sick. Rip 'em up.
Alright. Whoa, I think I just broke the machine. Yup. I was about to jump, and it fried it. Alright, well, let's see if I can load it back up and be in the same instance. gonna try this again. It's loading up. I think it's the DirectX 11 crashes still. Something about, I don't know, running DX9 in the background still because it hasn't fully crossed over, and it's gonna be a little while till it's fully set up for DX11 only, and then that's just, you know, no DX9 will work. I don't think. I don't know how all that works fully. It's always changing and updating, it seems, so it's kind of hard to follow. Let's see if I'm in the same zone here. That's why being in a squad is really helpful.
Time to do some real damage.
I'll break you down.
Oh yeah, that canceled him out.
Clear the air.
For the spoon! Yeah.
Help me out.
So this event's been going on 9 years, 10 years strong here. Kind of got in there luckily at the end. To a team that finished it out pretty quick. 3 silver for a moldy sack. Let's see what's inside. Two linen scraps. So these are usually good for the karma that you get for it.
Mine. All mine. Sweet loot.
4,500 karma, yeah. It's over 20,000. It's like 20,000 karma or something. Technically, spending a good bit of time on Sandswept Isles would do that for me. Which I just opened that up. Right here. This is my karma place. I can earn karma pretty quick here because I have the tier 3. So I went ahead and opened that up for my ranger if I want to go. Just practice. It's a good place to practice your specializations while gaining karma. Do events and bounties and whatnot. So I'm doing map complete. I'm gonna take a little. I'm gonna go get a drink and I'll be right back. Continue map complete here. Yeah, I can see something happening here. Like this whole area, Tarnished Coast, between the Grove, Ring of Fire, all of this area, and that connects into the Ending Ocean, which is the key to bringing this together, and I don't know if they'll do anything with this over here. Maybe as like something special, different, in tune with the same updates. I really need to get this map complete done.
I'm up. I'm up.
Which is pretty much getting these hearts done. Get an experimental weapon from Kama and test it on Risen and Crate.
This one. Here, over here.
I swear to you, if you and your fellow warriors hold this ground with us, you will have your land again.
We did not come all this way to watch the
How are
dead
your endeavors
hold on to
progressing?
our breeding grounds.
We will fight for our young not yet born. Today,
Get an experimental
tribes that war
weapon.
beneath us stand united.
Then man the turrets and hold the line. Together we cut down the dead.
Alright, so there we go. So, I am inviting anyone who wants to join the community guild and is, you know, just tuning in. I have this multi-gaming community called Ethos Del Terra Sol, getting started with the guild here in Guild Wars 2.
Heal as one.
Looking to help new and seasoned players. The primary intent of the community is inspiring sustainable abundance development,
Must be here to steal our supplies.
and
We can't lose any.
inspiring working together online to help leverage that. Be it also, you know, getting the word out and letting people know about various live streams if you be a live streamer, or if you have any reward give back promotionals and you want people to tune in at a certain time. You know, that's a great reason to participate in a growing team of people doing the same casually. And then from there you can go off and do whatever, you know, do whatever you'd like, you know, learn on your own or sign up to whatever program, you know, or you know, talk about whatever you're into with the rest of the group. And ideally the work will leverage off of itself.
We heal as one. Sick. Rip 'em up. We heal as one.
How may I assist you?
I'll revive you soon.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Everything has a place in the eternal alchemy.
So you were just playing dead. Sick 'em.
Foul this locale no more.
There we go. Easy enough. So now there's a vista up this way. And mind you, you know, back in the day we didn't have no mounts, so this was like, I try to do it as much as possible. And that's why it's nice to have the certain tonics. But there wasn't like, you know, there wasn't Of course it'd be easy right there. There was this, like being able to see weird little corners and making that work for you. But I don't think there's anything here. Go around. And of course, yeah, no gliding. It's pretty much just, yeah, this is. But this is the beauty about the older game. Like, whereas someone might complain and be like, "How do you get up there? I don't have a mount." It's like, well, you don't need mounts for the free-to-play Tyria. The only time you start needing gliders is when you get over to Maguma. And, technically you need mounts in Maguma. I've been saying that. I was like, technically Maguma was meant for mounts. I mean, like, it helps. It's still a challenge. People still kind of complain about Maguma. Even with mounts and gliders and all the masteries that people have, people still be complaining about pocket raptors and whatnot. And I mean, granted, I mean, they're a pain. I mean, there's a lot of just weird little tiny obnoxious things that pop out at you all over the place, and usually it was meant for exploring with the party of 5 or 6, you know, to a guild. And I still would recommend going in there with at least 3 people to have a lot of fun and do the metas and whatnot. I mean, you can do it with 2 people proficiently, but they both have to be, you know, proficient players. If you're looking, you know, to have a decent time, you know, having 3 to 4 players who somewhat know what they're doing, you can explore a lot of that place. And I mean, there's certain metas you have to join up with a guild or pickup raid group, whatnot, but
We heal as one.
whoops, I wasn't expecting to do that. I don't like all these knockbacks he's doing.
I chose you.
Oh, okay, he does have a break bar. I wasn't sure if he did. Get this guy down, get this guy down. I don't like how much damage this guy does. He does a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. This is like a group event or something, you know? I'd be going after some of these group events that are crazy, and I'd still be trying to do it. That's, I mean, untamed, you know.
Wither.
If I could just break his break bar, but I don't have, you know.
We heal as one. Clear the air. Down.
He just hits so hard. And then he's like,
We heal. Sickle. Wither. Soften up. We heal as one.
yeah, I gotta get out of here. I be trying some of these challenges that I don't need to be trying. It's not like it's gonna give me anything that I'm looking for. I'm just trying to. I'm just going at it because I can. There's been a few of them that I've been able to take out that I'm like, yeah. With Untamed, I mean, because Untamed can push out enough damage and heal himself enough to make it work. You know, the healing is a little bit off. But granted, I mean, the amount of power output, it would make it completely overpowered if you kind of boosted the healing. And there's ways to, you know, bypass that. I'm curious if, you know, using a hammer like Rune of Water might lower DPS, but it will give me that group heal that would provide a consistent upkeep of healing. That's not a here nor there, but I mean that's pretty powerful if you ask me. I've seen that, you know, push out like 360 to something healing every hit. I mean, that's old school EverQuest kind of hammer right there. But really it's a rune, and it's a special rune, and you gotta get the rune from I think it's like Asolonian or one of those dungeon crawls, and you get the points, and you can get the runes. So, and this is why legendary gear helps, because then you don't have to extract it, and whatever you put it in, you can, you know, remove it, and not have to use any type of like yeah, you don't have to use any type of kit or anything like that to remove any runes that you pay top, you know, gold for. Sometimes I lose like my rune of scholars, which are like 2 or 3 gold each, and it's like I don't have any extraction devices or whatever, and it's just like, you know, I guess I'll take a hit on 2 or 3 gold just to be able to get the new build set up. And I mean, that's the first time I've done it, and I need to get the legendary pieces for my engineer for medium armor characters. I'm real close. I just gotta finish up some raids. You know, if I do raids for a little while, I'll get those insight points. And
I could outrun a centaur.
those add up, and that's how you get it done. And I need 25. I've been slacking, so I don't have any at all really. I have like 2. I need 23 of them. And that's just for accomplishing one more piece. I really need 75 or 150. No, 75 or 150. I can't remember right now. I'm gonna get this. I'm trying to pick up as many of these as I can. All types of achievements to be done in this game all the time. Since they introduced Skyscale, they put these markers that you can collect volatile magic, and you can follow the pathway, and it fills up your endurance bar every time, or your Skyscale climb bar every time you get one of these rifts. Fills up your endurance bar too. So I've done this already. I can't remember which ones I've done or haven't done, so I just do them again and get those volatile magic just to be sure. It looks like there's something over here to the right. Go explore that. Somehow I missed it though. I went straight through, up and over. Here we go.
Soften them up.
There's one more thing in here, yeah. Hero point down below.
Die! Die!
Okay, 3S6. Making my way through. Go ahead and go to this heart down here. I've got 10 more hearts. I really need to be doing these hearts more than anything. Healing hearts, helping hearts, saving hearts.
It's nice to see you.
Okay, so this one's easy enough. Sometimes you don't want to have to think too hard, you just want to go through. Light some plants up, you know? Easy peasy.
Wither! I'll break you down!
See, that's how you do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like it.
Feel the fury! Clear the air! Sick 'em! Rip 'em up! Wither!
Here! Over here!
Oh, I could have kept going that way. And I never finished over here. Crazy.
Wither!
Okay, there we go.
I'll break you down! Sick 'em! Soften 'em up! We heal as one! Feel the fury! I chose you. Feel the fury! I'll break you down! Clear the air! Sick 'em! Wither! We heal as one! Sicken! Feel the fury! Sick 'em! Head down! We heal as one! Come here! Rip 'em up! Clear the air! Sick 'em! Feel the fury! Not my pet! I chose you. Wither! Soften him up! Feel the fury! Sick 'em!
Oh! Okay.
Not my pet! I'll break you down! We heal as sick 'em! We heal as one! I could outrun a centaur. I'll break you down! Sick 'em! Next! We heal as one! I'll break you down!
Feel the fury.
I feel like this is going slow. It needs to be something else. Kill past invading, recover stolen supplies, maybe? I gotta figure this out. Vial of thick blood.
Feel the fury.
Energy probe. Just need a few more of these mushrooms. I'm not fighting that jungle troll. That kind of exhausted me last time.
We heal as one.
Not gonna go after that right now.
I think those Asura did something terrible to that group of adventurers. I have a bad feeling.
Soften him up.
There's Nightmare Court around here somewhere. I don't know where they are though. I gotta find them. $15 of 17 waypoints. Doing my best to like get the hearts done if I run up on them.
We heal as one. Soften them up. Bam!
This is an interesting spot. So this goes south, and this goes east. This goes into Straits of Devastation, and this goes into Mount Maelstrom. Two separate zones. So this is part of Sparkfly Fen. So there's the two there, and then up north, I'm not sure if it goes through anywhere. Still have to explore. But it does go into Mount Maelstrom, and there's Timberline Falls, which I haven't completed either. I can't remember if this is all Timberline Falls, or if Timberline Falls is stopped right there. I think that is the end right there, but I don't know, I can't remember. I'll explore that in a bit. Not there yet. Gotta finish Sparkfly Fen. Gotta finish this heart, and there's also in Dark Weather Rise here, so let's go up to the right and see if I can get that point of interest while I'm over in this direction.
Rip 'em up. Clear the air. Wither.
Okay, so I picked that up. So I just need to go find Nightmare Court. Maybe jungle worms count. Yeah? No? Something just counted. Maybe the scaled Drake will count?
Battle awaits.
Yeah, Drakes count. Go for them. I don't know if these Marsh Drakes count. Whoops. He's still not used to that Ranger pushback. Ranger is a lot of 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. I'll go ahead and res this guy. There's 2 people here. Oh, it was just 1. No, just 1. Almost there. Maybe the fog scale. Okay. So there's a hero point over this way. I think I was looking for this before I went to the event, but I didn't go over this way.
This one, kill. Must
Swimming everywhere trying to find out where this is. There we go. There's the magic. Somehow I got this hard up here, but I didn't get the point of interest near it. So I'll go ahead and speed that up, and then make my way to the next part. I'm gonna get a drink too. Okay, I'll be right back. So I'm all about listening to silence until I can get a group of people who are already making some music and are looking to, like, you know, promote that music and be part of this group. Primarily people who already play Guild Wars, you know, or other MMOs, but have been doing music on the side, or would just like to, like, you know, have people who start listening to, you know, stuff they've made and are looking to network, you know. For me, the leveraging with all types of people is more profitable, knowing that a variety of people are benefiting from work that I do beyond just making music to profit off of the music. And I'm okay with people doing that too, you know. I'm just know that there's a lot of stuff going on, and playing MMOs has allowed for me to be able to, you know, see things in a, you know, multi-dimensional, dynamic light, and it's really about having fun, you know, with whatever you're doing, and being able to make it relatable with others to be able to make it beneficial for others as well.
Soften him up.
I'm just going ham over in this area. That is the nice part. The older quests go pretty easy. It's not like a story journal. Story journals are what takes, you know, an hour to 2 hours to get through certain chapters, depending. Getting your map complete done isn't that challenging. It just takes a long time if you're not used to the game, and you know, you're not quick with that wiki lookup, whatever you're looking up. I highly suggest, if you're stumped on a certain location, wiki that location and figure out what you're looking for. I highly suggest that. There's no reason in this game to get stressed out over something that you can look up and save yourself 30 minutes by taking 1 minute to 2 minutes. Once it's been, like, you know, once you notice it's been 30 seconds past it being easy, a minute after it being easy, you're like, okay, I can't figure this out. Like, you saw me there, I was looking for that, you know, maybe 5 minutes. You know, I kind of went against myself. And, you know, that's cool too. You can play it by ear. You know, you gotta play it by ear too. But, sometimes if it gets to where you're like, you know that you've been looking for a long time and you're starting to get frustrated with it, look it up and just move on to the next thing, because there's so much in this game. It ruins your experience by letting things snag you. If you can prevent yourself from being snagged, that helps better your experience. And granted, there are certain things like bag space and inventory control and banking and you know, buying extra bank slots and where to spend your gems. Initially off the bat, I mean, really to get comfortable, you're looking at spending a good, you know, 8,000 to 10,000 gems, you know, for your shared inventory slots and for your teleport to friends and experience boosters and your salvage kits, and like, I learned all this over years, so I'm kind of throwing it all at you at once. So it's not really something you should think that you need all at once from the start. There's just certain things like during Halloween, if you can pick up the Halloween candy corn gobbler, and then during Winter's Day, if you can pick up the snowflake gobbler. And it's like you can only pick them up during those time periods, but if you can get them during those time periods, you're looking at really being progressive and being able to being able to advance your account more quickly than if you didn't have those items. And what I mean by that is, like, by clicking the candy corn gobbler, I can get up to a 50% player PvP and world versus world boost, experience boost, so your bar goes up faster for your reward tracks. And the reward tracks, you can get different things for the reward tracks. And I think that there's this new one. Skip to battle is what I'm on. And you can get 2, and then Mystic Clovers. I've got the Rock Out emote. I've got the Shiver emote. Bear Down Brain. I thought there was a new one for End of Dragons. Panthen Armor. I don't remember. I thought there was one where you can get like 7 or something. Mystic Clovers. So I don't know about all that. Chum bucket, eh? Okay. Chum bucket.
When we're done, you'll be my
11-11. It's funny. You're like, what? Chum bucket? What's a chum bucket? There's another one over there. Chum bucket. Alright. Cool. So yeah, it's 11:11. I am almost done with map complete here. For my ranger, I'm at 87% map complete, and working on Sparkfly Fen completion. I bet you I could just turn in these, but I might have to just finish it out.
Rip 'em up!
There we go.
Ooh, Froggy likes you.
Alright, so we'll go straight north from here.
I could outrun a centaur.
See, I'm wondering if this whole event's on the other side over here. Kill Risen, salvage loot. Blow up boulders. Okay, I'm gonna switch out my mount die because I'm a little bit tired of the hummingbird underwater, and I also picked up this ocean. Yeah, there we go. This guy's cool.
I could outrun a centaur.
Everyone, come!
Soften him up! I could outrun a centaur. Rip him up! Protect me! Search and rescue!
I haven't been blowing up boulders either, so I don't know if there's a way to get dynamite.
Fight what cannot be fought.
Oh, nice.
Clear the air. I could outrun me. Search and rescue. Come here. Venom. Too strong.
dead have arrived. Defend this position with your lives. On your
This'll be
toes!
fun.
Undead are incoming!
Hurts, doesn't it? I could outrun a centaur.
All clear. Rip 'em up. Next.
That's how long they've been screaming.
Stop. Rip 'em up.
I could outrun a centaur.
This is how it was done back in the day, right here. Pick up some wood, carry wood, give you a nice little speed boost. Move on to the next one.
Rip Keep 'em up.
The undead drove us here. They ruin everything they touch.
Okay, it's about that time for me to get some rest.
They never will. They're determined to be the last Highland tribe alive. They're going to get that wish. For about a day. Then there won't be any of us. Or did they just desert?
Right? That's where I'm at. After I finish this, I'm going to sleep, getting some rest. This should be the last one. There you go. Go ahead and zip it up. I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'm not going to sleep until I complete the task of finishing Splintered Coast.
Soften 'em up. Next.
I'm just thinking to myself, it's like I might be way advanced, and like by the time the people who would be into gaming and networking and leveraging online as online gamers, like I might be preparing for really leading the next levels 5 years, you know, out. But like the idea is meant to be explored while doing other stuff, you know, like while going to school or while working, you know, jobs or working jobs and doing interns, and you know, having this on the side as a hobby-based portfolio. It's meant to be just like a fun participation capability by just putting vlogs together, and then just, you know, writing from there. And so my role is not to talk too much about it as I grow here, and to do my best to keep this show, you know, alive, and something going on with the show, and I'm not, like, you know, completely monotonous. You know, I don't want to be monotonous. I don't like speaking too much, to be honest. I don't really want to be speaking, so me being on here playing the game is something that I've been doing for a long time. But what I haven't been doing for a long time is mixing and matching the whole gamer stance with networking. And so I'm like having fun by doing what I've done for many years, which is explore these online, you know, virtual realms. But I'm also feeling productive because I'm talking home business and networking, and how you can participate with me and my team and learn about the business that I'm promoting, and see how you can be able to promote any businesses that you've already been part of and are looking to get the word out on, if you're maybe isolated or alone in the industry. My goal is to create, you know, a community that's lively with discussions going on about the different various businesses out there, and direction that, you know, we would like to take as a people, as individuals. You know, I'm not here to pressure anyone as part of my team to do anything more or less than participate in any of the guild activities and leveraging capabilities to not only advance your own position with the virtual digital space, but also help others do so as well. And it will help solidify a more dynamic kind of experience with one another that people are already starting to hit notes of and starting to experience, but it hasn't been realized by the masses. And when that happens, I'm really excited to see what we will co-create with our world. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what people are calling singularity, but it's a very real-time thing for many of us. It's like a real-life
I'll break you down.
evolving expression or knowledge base that is compounding on itself to be able to make up a dynamic soul having experiences with others, and shaping our not only our day-to-day lives, but also our world at large over time. So we're all made of water, 70% water, so I mean, anyone can be aware of how destructive and also how healing water can be. So I'm looking to get into a state of more of a healing practice than a state of agitated frustrations based on challenges of scar and, you know, eternal issues since growing up. And things have been getting better for me personally since uncovering different tools to help alleviate some of my challenges of what I've been going through since birth. And it just takes time. Sometimes it just takes time and patience and having faith that everything's in its right place, and there's divine timing going off all the time, and there's no such thing as time. It's all just an illusion. We're all just, you know, we're all just dreamers here, dreaming a dream with one another in the eternal sea of cosmic life. But yeah, no, it's, you know, it's some serious stuff going off, and also a lot of really cool stuff happening, and I'm excited to explore the new with y'all. I keep thinking about Gran Turismo. What is there, like a Gran Turismo 5 or 6? I stopped playing since Gran Turismo 3, and I really like Gran Turismo 1 and 3. And I wanted to be able to play like a more advanced Gran Turismo with really good graphics, and I don't know which one they're on and how good it is this day and age. And I was just thinking about Gran Turismo. You know, I'm looking to play Star Wars Squadrons with some people. If anyone plays Star Wars Squadrons, you know, join up with the community and let me know, and I'd love to play. Otherwise, I'll just be, you know, doing it solo. That's kind of how this game can be. I sometimes can tune out guild chat. I just can't handle doing anything guild, and I go into this quiet mode. I should be invisible. Sometimes there we go. Kind of prepare for it. Sometimes I just don't. My energy, like me dealing with all the different intense energies over the years based on circumstances and challenges, I really just can't handle too many people all at once, and you know, I'm better off with just one-on-one or just a few people at a time. And I'm also really not big on just bantering or talking about things that don't have relevance or relationships to bettering lives, bettering our own individual lives, you know, and positioning ourselves for long-term success within the various niches and industries, but streamlining it as tuned for cross-promotional networking, as you know, bloggers and promotional artists. You know, it's like a hub stance for being able to evolve a portfolio for music or digital art or whatever it is that you do. And you know, your blog can link out to whatever other pages that you might express as a more professional portfolio versus a friendship kind of artistic hub that is like a gateway to everything else, you know, in many ways. I don't like looking at some of these siren servers or like these big conglomerate servers as being the gateway to everything else, you know. I just look at those as just being another website competing for attention and doing crazy awful things to maintain and organize that whatever belief of control that, you know, is perceived just because of numbers, you know. And just because you have a bunch of numbers on a website doesn't really mean you have the people aligning to that, and the more that you pressure those people, the less interested people are to be in that realm, you know. So it's like Guild Wars 2 does its best to satisfy as many people as it can, but you can't satisfy everybody, and people, you know, like, it's just like staring at the puzzle. You know, you can stare at a, you know, trying to do the same thing over and over, but sometimes you have to pull back and say, wait, there might be a different way to accomplish this. And take a few minutes to, you know, maybe see if someone else has had that problem and look it up online real quick and see if you can, you know, mimic what someone else has done and find the solution. You know, that's a big new thing that people are doing. And, you know, if someone doesn't have that, if you do figure it out, please share that knowledge and information so others can gain that if that information isn't widely available. I know there's a lot of things changing on legalese and who owns what and what's going on with what, and I'm still learning, so I can't really speak too much on it. I know I'm really getting to the threshold of my day in the evening, and I'm ready for the end of this day to be happening, so I'm going to accomplish this by 12 is my goal. There we go. Okay, so 95% done. Sparkfly Fen. I just need like 1 or 2 more things here. I need 2 of these. So go ahead and pick that one up down here. I'm working on Frenzy and I'm working on Moot.
This one, kill.
But I won't do Moot for a while because that's gonna be a good bit of work. Could do Quip. That'd be a hoot. I'd just rather make a nice, you know, ascended gun for whatever I'm looking to do for a secondary gun. I already kind of do that already. And then just skin it as a legendary. Did I just do a Vista? Yeah, I did. See, I'm a little bit out there right now. I went and did a Vista instead of just got the point of interest. Okay, so I just need 1 more point of interest. And I've done all the hearts, hero challenges. I'll show it. This happens every time. Probably the same one too. And so I'm not gonna struggle over this. I'm gonna just do Spark, Fly, Bend, POI, and HP. Okay, so hero point. Up here. Pirates? Where? I ain't seen no pirates. Okay, you got me. You want me to be a pirate too? You're gonna have to experience pirate fighting techniques. Spooky Luke. Spooky Luke, the disbeliever. Alright. Going down, Spooky.
I'll break you down.
Not bad. After you're dead, come be a pirate with us. Fight off these risen pretenders.
Something, maybe. Probably not. So there's my last Vista, my last hero point. There's there. There's 19 of these. Show. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. I'll look for the odd ones out first. There. 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 So the Dark Weather Rise is one, but there's another one over here. And how to get in here doesn't look like it's too hard. This is it. No, this is not it. That is just a cubby. So maybe aha. 40 linen scraps. Ain't nothing special, but I'll take it. Okay, so now I need to set myself up for somewhere else that is not complete. Timberline Falls seems like a legit one. I'll do all the parts. Talus. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Peace. No, most likely tomorrow evening.